Galatasaray Fenerbahçe games, they're one of the most tense games in the world.
The Graeme Souness event was just one of the examples of the kind of history of hate between the two clubs.
It has been 20 years, but the memories are very fresh.
It's football, and in Turkey you can see everything in the stadium.
Nowadays, if he had done the same thing, he would go back to England in a wooden box.
Always, Galatasaray Fenerbahçe derbis are always big in Turkey. But that cup final, and it was a cup final, and it was at Fenerbahçe Stadium.
Graeme Souness was just at Galatasaray for one season, a bit of like a nomad in terms of his managerial career, and Galatasaray is just one of the clubs he managed.
In 1996, I was one of the lucky kids that were in the stadium because I was only 13 years old.
The final is for us most important because of Fenerbahçe was in a championship. We were out. We want to win this game.
First game was played in Galatasaray Stadium. It was 1-0. Galatasaray won it. And in the second game, Fenerbahçe also won 1-0, and it went to extra time.
And in extra time, Dean Saunders just nailed it in, and we went mad.
Saunders çok sert vuruyor. Topu ağlara gönderiyor ve Galatasaray.
You know, they won the cup in Fenerbahçe's back garden, basically.
We won it and we were chanting, and all the team came to our stands. We were celebrating it, and that was a huge flag.
Souness got it and went. We were like, what the hell is doing?
He was so excited because of his Scottish blood, I think. He tried to express his feeling by doing something very, very wrong.
Souness was going with the flag, and I was watching it with my father. I was just, what is he gonna do with it, you know? Like.
And not only once, he took it out, put it again, took it out, put it again. That was the best part of it.
Everybody was a little bit shocked, and he ran inside. He saved his life by doing that.
They really didn't like it, and it was so good to see them go nuts. It was what made us happy.
We enjoyed. We won Turkish Cup in Fenerbahçe Stadium.
I think he said something like he's never received a bigger kiss in his life from a man than from the Galatasaray president after the match.
When you look at the ceremony, also you will see that it was all surrounded by the police Galatasaray players.
We were like that. We are taking cup and like that, and then we were.
I don't even think that Souness ever came out.
Putting that flag has a special meaning for us Turks.
He has a nickname, Ulubatlı Souness, which means when Ottoman Empire conquered Istanbul. And there's this legend, to be said, a guy named Ulubatlı put the flag on the castle so that it's like our castle, you know? So that's what I feel about him. He is always going to be a legend for Galatasaray.
The tension in the derbies started to elevate after this.
It's like the birth of Jesus, you know, before Jesus, after Jesus. So it is like that, like before Souness, after Souness.
And they want to take a revenge after that. I don't know if you heard about the incidents where the guy, a crazy guy, when I say crazy, it's a mentally impaired guy.
A Fenerbahçe fan, fanatic let's call him, called Rambo, breaks into the stadium, hides in an advertising board overnight, spends God knows how many hours hidden in these advertising boards right next to the pitch. And when he hears the kick-off whistle, breaks open the advertising board with a knife, runs into the middle of the pitch, puts a Fenerbahçe flag there and whips out a kebab knife to kind of say, right, this is our revenge.
It was a topic for a week or two, but not like Souness, of course. In 2007, Fenerbahçe was gonna play with Galatasaray in Galatasaray Stadium, and they came there as champions. It wasn't enough for them, obviously. They even won that game, and afterwards their fans wanted them to plant a flag on the kickoff spot.
The place was waiting like that on like a bodyguard.
They thought that we were going to get the revenge by doing the same thing.
Unfortunately, as a Fenerbahçe fan, the 2011-2012 season, Galatasaray won the Super League in our own stadium in Fenerbahçe.
They wanted to lift the cup there, of course, where they won it.
The Fenerbahçe administration cut the lights to the stadium.
It was a shameful act. They just put out the sprinkles, the water came to the field. They shut down the electricity.
Sadly, that didn't seem to put a downer on the Galatasaray celebrations.
Galatasaray players came out and just with the cameras flashlights, they lifted their cup in the Fenerbahçe stadium.
I definitely think that the feelings towards that event has been passed down. For example, I think it was 2 seasons ago, Galatasaray fans did a choreography at the derby game of Graeme Souness holding the flag.
Bu bir şekilde artık taraftarlar kendilerini hani bir şekilde daha böyle diğerlerinden üstün gösterme çabası, koreografi yapmak, özellikle Türkiye'de.
We beat Galatasaray 6-0 about 10 years ago, and that result affected them. So every time they make a choreography about the flag action, we make a choreography about the 6 goals.
There was no violence. There was nothing bad to be talked about. That's why they can show it on the TV every time. That's why the people are seeing it again and again, because it was not like the Rambo thing with a knife and hiding in the stadium. It was a good trick. It was a good move, and we're still using it. It was a difference between the other violent things in the derby and this class act, I would say.